Markis sits down to join us. And Mark, first thing I got to ask you is, I know that this year is hard for everybody when you don't win as many games, but you've been used to winning practically everything all the time. And it seems like you have managed to keep that suppressed, not let it show around your teammates, and are continuing to be very upbeat with them as you go through this season.
Yeah, most definitely. I know I've been through a lot of winning programs, these past 4 years. But, I mean, I've been here for a while. When you're in college for 4 years, you go through ups and downs. And, unfortunately, I've never been in a situation like this all my life. And, this only matures me as a man, and as a basketball player. At one of the highest levels, I'm leading a young team, where I have to, go through, sometimes I get frustrated and all, but every single game I'm just learning how to lead more and lead, get these guys in position to be successful. And every loss, is a lesson. That's how I see it. The more we learn, I knew going into here this year was going to be a roller coaster, and it has been. And, we up right now, and we're trying to go up now, The roller coaster get higher.
Excuse me, Markis. One of your most complete games. You did a super job, of course, scoring baskets, but you also had 7 rebounds and 5 offensive rebounds, most of which you put back in for easy 2-pointers.
Most definitely. I was just very energetic. I know, like the scouting report. I had to. He wanted everybody to get to the glass. We had to win the rebound battle because that's what we used to do around here. Get offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and get second chance points, and that's what we usually do around here. We got to get back to that.
Markis, talk a little bit about the comeback. You were down by 8, 60-52, and then Samaje scores 2. It was right after a timeout that Coach Marshall calls, and you follow up with 2 quick 2-pointers, and all of a sudden you've pulled into the lead again.
Like I said, it's a roller coaster. We got a young team, and we still working on playing the full 40 minutes. But we obviously getting better. Our second half's been better, usually, when we're playing well. But it just came a point where I was like, man, I gotta lead. I gotta take over. And that's what I want to do. I gotta have to, I just gotta make it something happen. That's what I gotta do. Everybody looking for number 1, seeing what number 1 gonna do. The senior, the leader, Samaje too. And I'm just going out there and like, bro, we're not losing this game. I'm gonna get these guys right, and we're gonna win it.
Early on, you lost a 4-point game to Davidson. You lost a 4-point game to Alabama down in Charleston. You lose the overtime game to Temple here. How important have these 2 games been this week to just give this team a feel again for what it feels like to win a couple of tough games?
It's very important, especially when we can beat anybody or we can lose anybody. So therefore, every game is important to us. And, we obviously, that before the last one, we was going through a low point in our season, despite all the losses, that was just a very low point, in our season. And, everybody was down on themselves. And, our schedule got a little, it was very tough from the beginning. And now it's pretty, even, so we have to go out here and, it's the end of the year. Are we going to get better or are we going to get worse? It just came to that point.
Well, it certainly has been better this week. Hope to carry that on into next week.
Yes,
Great
appreciate
job
it,
today,
man.
Markis. Thank
you
you
so much.
Markis McDuffie, our star of the game.